This week on Gundam Planet Rewind, we're going in a slightly different direction, away from the more established brands in the hobby and into one of the third-party players, ZAO Works, to see how their suspiciously Gaplant-like Oracle stacks up to what we're used to building. For starters, this thing is massive. The box is even bigger than the MG Full Armor Unicorn Verka, and the kit weighs substantially more thanks to its mostly die-cast, pre-built inner frame. Even without the extra backpack elements and arm-mounted rifles on this thing, it stands about 10 inches tall and dwarfs all but the biggest master grade kits. The price point being $85 makes this even more impressive. The entire build is undergated, which you'll either really like or really hate. It does take longer to build as a result, but the complete lack of potential visible nub marks will be perfect for anyone just looking for a clean, straight build. The kit comes with a small-ish sheet of water decals that gives you a good amount of customization options, but unfortunately they spelled particle wrong on all of them, which is a minor but legitimate gripe. There is a transformation gimmick which I usually stay far away from, but shockingly, this one isn't that bad. I'm used to transformation gimmicks that take up half the manual, but this is 2 pages. It's very simple to swing and twist the main body into MA form, and then you simply remove and replace the extra arm and back-mounted weapons before placing the big nightmare block on the dedicated display base. While I'm talking about the display base, my one complaint that is almost a deal breaker is that the included stand only functions for MA mode. There is no way to use it for dynamic aerial poses while still in mech configuration, which is borderline unforgivable given that this kit weighs 2 pounds upon completion. It is substantial enough that it will be a challenge to display this kit in aerial poses with any single action-based option on the market. We used an action base 4 for our video, but that was swaying and wobbling even for our short posing needs. I don't want to say it will definitely happen, but I would not be surprised if the base bent and broke if you left it on for an extended time. Aside from that, this kit gets high marks across the board. You use every single piece on all the runners, and the only accessories that can't be displayed on the kit at all times are the beam saber blade effects, the interchangeable hands, and one face part that you need to part swap during transformation. Everything feels solid to pose, and articulation isn't inhibited by the size at all. The arms are a little awkward with the rifles attached because of the way that the elbows are angled, but this design gets away with it because it's already so bulky. You can also choose whether to leave the back-mounted rifles on the back or use them as handheld units, giving you an impressive amount of configuration options. The Partical rifle gets its own honorable mentions because it's such a cool weapon. It's taller than the kit. It has a functional swivel carry handle. The magazine is detachable, and you build and insert the 4 individual bullets into the magazine. There's an expansion gimmick. They give you confirmed kill markers that you can put as many as you want on the barrel. We want this thing for all of our kits. Despite the inner frame being pre-assembled, this build is still enjoyable and time-consuming enough that the $85 price tag feels more than fair. There's a good amount of panel separation that makes the build interesting but not excessive. Looking at you, hatch open, PG unleashed. And there's no shortage of variety in posing options, even if it's just standing on your shelf. We never know what to expect from third-party kits, and this one was a very pleasant surprise. The box and plastic wrapping felt cheap, which warped our initial perception, but the build and finished product were anything but cheap. If you're a fan of the Gaplant design aesthetics and you've been on the fence about whether or not to give this kit a shot, you will not regret it if you do. Thanks for watching.